Hey friends, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half acre homestead with a tea break. Except I'm done my tea, and I'm getting ready for bed. It's been a lovely time. I know you've been getting extra videos, but the next couple of days are going to be hit and miss because I'm going to be starting canning. I picked beans today, but I made this weird mistake. It's really silly. I planted green, yellow, green in my 4 beds. Now this green bed gets more sun than this green bean bed. And this yellow bean bed turned out to be pole beans, and oh, what a tangled mess that is. I put in a couple of canes, but it's still going nuts. I may have to put in a couple of bigger ones. And the yellow beans next to it also don't mature as fast. So if I had planted all of the same, which was green bush beans, I probably would have had a magnificent harvest right now. But I got enough to do some dehydrating, which is fine. I'll do a video of that. But I'm probably not going to be canning too many beans at any one time because I've got 3 different kinds of beans in 4 different spots in the garden. So I'm not really all with it, but that's okay. My watermelons have gone nuts. My celery is amazing. As a matter of fact, I made chicken soup last night with the leftover from the bunt chicken, and I made that was the other night, and it cooked all night, and then yesterday I took out the bones and I broke up the meat, and I went out. They wanted $2.49 for a thing of celery at the store. I said, I'm not doing that. I'll go get an immature, but they're not that immature. I mean, they were like that big, my celery. So yeah, I went out and picked one out of the garden and pulled some weeds while I was out there and threw that in the soup. And I was going to make dumplings, and I thought, piss on it. And I made noodles. And what was really cool was I only made a small amount, but I was able to set up the roller on Sam and then the cutter on Ghost, and I had a veritable, factory going there. So I wish I had actually made more. But my kale is just about ready for harvest, so I will probably be dehydrating a bunch of kale, Papa and kale, and then using some of that powdered kale to make kale noodles, or fresh kale to make kale noodles, and then I will show you my setup, right? So there's that to look forward to. Now, don't get down on me if some of these things don't happen for the next week or so, because these are just ideas that are popping out of my head, and God only knows I could change my mind. You never know with me these days. So there's that, and Mom and I have had a lovely time. We went to the casino today, the Casino de Lac Leamy. And if you're anywhere near, and no, they're not paying me to do this, but I got to give them a shout out, because I think they've skewed the machines to be a little more giving to get people into the casinos. Here in Quebec, I don't know about any other casino, but our casino, you do book a time to go in so that they can verify you. Like they want to make sure they know who you are and who's coming in and how many people are allowed in. Because I think they only allow 1,000 in at a time. But once you're in, you're good. Like I've heard stories where some casinos will let you in, but then you've got to wear a bracelet and you're out in 2 or 3 hours. I said, how long do we got? And he said, till 2 a.m. I went, alrighty then. And I won a bit of money, which is really cool, because then it's like today, I know I went on vacation, but that was more work than holiday. It was not work in the sense of work on me physically. Howie did most of the cooking, but just me managing the coach and getting in and out of the coach and all that visiting and all that stuff was actually a lot. It took a lot out of me. Today was like I had a week's vacation in a day. It was amazing. So Mom and I went to the casino, and I won a little bit of money. And then I split that with Howie. so that, to put towards the BRCA Bonanza, which is at the end of the month, which is on the weekend of our wedding anniversary. We're going to be married 28 years this year. And well, didn't Mom turn around and give us an anniversary gift? She paid for the BRCA Bonanza. It was like, wow. She said, you know what? I've missed a few anniversaries. And she bought dinner too. And I said, well, let me at least pay for half. Nope. So we had Chinese. We had a wonderful feast. And there was enough left that Howie got some ribs and some fried rice and some vegetable guiding and some chow mein and a couple of egg rolls left for his lunch tomorrow. So I don't need time to do that. So, I mean, it's just been it's like they say a change is as good as a rest. But I've forgotten how much fun it is to go to the casino with Mom. No, we're not going to do it again. But I mean, well, we'll do it again, but not while she's here this week. I mean, once is enough, right? But I mean, whenever she would be here before, which was like, I don't know, how often was Mom here? We'd go, if she was here for 2 weeks, we'd go to the casino once. If she was here for 2 months, we'd go maybe 3 times. I have been to that casino twice in like 4 years. Once by myself, which I don't recommend. It's kind of depressing. And once with my cousin Mary Jane, before she was pretty much bedridden. Not that she's bedridden, but she's kind of tied to home, right? Because of COVID and all this stuff. So, I mean, I've forgotten how much fun it was. And you know what? They have this board, or this wall, this fake wall. It's like a half wall. I mean, it's maybe 8 feet tall. And it says, welcome, bienvenue. And it goes in, and at the left, there was this bank of machines. Now, I'm telling you, they have, either I'm extremely lucky, well, I'm going to claim that I'm extremely lucky, or they had the machines skewed. Now, I won some $500, but I put some of that back into the machines, of course, right? But that bank of machines they're new. And they're the great big things. And I'm sorry, when I go to a casino and I start winning, I get bloody excited. So I'm like at this machine, and that's going, and I played 3 different machines. I won on every one of them. Couldn't figure out. I thought maybe I'd get pulled $100 out of that one. I better leave it alone. Well, next thing you know, I'm sitting there. And then I've gone off, and I've wandered around, and I've come back, and I put my, $100 back into the machine because I'm just there for fun, right? And I mean, that was money that was given away, so to speak. So I put that $100 back into the machine, and didn't I start winning? And I'm like, woohoo! Power up, level up, bonus! And I'm like this, and people are like, all of a sudden, the machines had a divider. So like a clear wall that cut right through the middle, not cut through the seat, but it divided the machine between you in 2 so that you had enough space between you. There was a machine between you and the next person. But there were still 5 machines running in this bank. Because I'm going, power up, woohoo! And then I hit $545. And I cashed her out. Woohoo! Bells and whistles, I let that machine run. And I put that $500 in my purse, and I spent the last 45. So it's like, Mom, we gotta leave. We gotta leave. Because I'm up, and I want to stay up. Right? So, I mean, it was really amazing. And we came home, and I got into a tank top and shorts, and I went and picked beans, and we had Chinese, I did my Patreon live stream, and I read everybody cards, and it was just a great day. And not because I won, although that helps, but I had fun. It's not the money. It was the fun part of it. It was spending time with Mom. It was, picking beans and swimming in the pool while Mom sat in the sun, and it's just been a really great day. And I hope to have more of these great days, because guess what? It can be pretty dark out there sometimes, right? But if we celebrate every moment of joy, no matter how small, like Gracie having a pee. Oh, she didn't get in any trouble while we were gone, and she held her pee, and it's like, yay, Gracie, good job. You know what I mean? This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying we got enough darkness out there. Celebrate some life. All right? Mwah. Take care. God bless.